that you're about to see.
Yes.
Thank you. Shout out to Take the Wheel for
Yeah.
Make sure you buy lots of snacks on your way out. It's dinner time. Why not eat junk food for dinner? The show is 50 minutes with no intermission. So 50, sorry, don't know how to enunciate. And there are mentions of death and child loss. So take care of yourselves. Be sure to walk out if you need to. And yes, please enjoy. The Kidney Play by Alexandria Passanisi. Setting, Gober, Texas. Present. Characters. Marie, 60s, Arthur's mother, Beth's grandmother, Joanne's mother-in-law. Joanne, 36, Arthur's wife, Beth's mother. Beth, 17, Arthur's daughter, Marie's granddaughter. Act 1, Scene 1, the garden. A fortress of green climbs the walls of the garden. Bright red tomatoes tower over blooming cabbage and lettuce. Overgrown mint and cilantro weave throughout the planters. Men's clothing hangs on a line behind a rusty porch table and matching chairs, barely reminiscent of their former glory. Marie chases a scurrying critter around the garden. She smacks the brush, cornering the creature.
Get out of here, you little bastard. Get.
Marie clears out the creature. A mail truck rumbles by. Marie stops.
Morning, Kathy. My hip was aching all morning long, so you better watch out for rain on your roofs. Did you go down Peach yet? I drove through that damn pothole in the middle of the road, and I wasn't wearing a bra, so my right tit just flew up, damn near hit me in the head. They're so big, I was worried I was gonna concuss myself. And they'd find me crash into that damn dead tree on the corner of Maine. They'd have to write on my tombstone, she died as she lived, ruining lives with her big old knockers. I knew you'd like that one, Kathy. Take care, hon, until Roger I said hi.
The mail truck rumbles away.
Dan, what is it? I cut myself. Oh, good heavens, let me take a look. Am I gonna have to go to the hospital? That's like raw meat in there, that's gross. But, no, just put some pressure on it and I'll patch it up once it slows. Stupid onions. No, don't blame my beautiful onions. They did nothing wrong. You're the one trying to chop them up.
Vegetables can't claim self-defense.
I think we're gonna have a great harvest this summer. Lots of herbs. We're gonna be feeling good.
Can you bandage me up? I need to go help Dad.
I'll let your mama get it.
She's with Dad.
All right, come here. I'm sorry. Oh, don't be sorry. I love taking care of my grandbabies. So, have you heard anything yet?
No, but letters should be coming any day now.
Kathy just dropped off the mail.
You didn't tell me.
Well, I was a little preoccupied while you were trying to bleed out.
Beth moves past Marie, going to the mailbox.
Now, Beth, I don't want to hear any complaining if you get an infection from that nasty old mailbox. We've had that thing for like 20 years, never once cleaned it. Do people clean the mailboxes? Bill,
Damn, how many people you gotta pay to stay alive?
everyone owns some part of your soul.
Oh God. Here it is.
Stanford University.
It's the big envelope.
Is that good or bad?
Good, I think.
You think?
I don't know. I've only seen it in the movies.
A critter scurries across the yard.
What the hell was that?
Grandpa Art.
Man.
That bastard has come back to haunt me.
As a stray cat,
I think he's a possum.
possums are nocturnal.
Your damn grandpa loved a possum, and his spirit's been in the air recently, lingering, mocking.
Dad warned me to stay away from you if I heard you talk about spirits in past lives. He says you're full of it.
Yeah, crazy old man running around telling wild ghost stories. If it ain't in front of his face, your daddy don't believe it. But you and me, we're different. When Art died, your daddy and I were out here packing up Art's belongings, and your dad was real mad because he thought I was moving on too soon. But I had been 6 months, and the house was messy, and I was tired of feeling sad for a person I'm not sure I ever liked. So I told Arthur, I told your dad we're going to throw all of Art's shit out into the yard and divvy it up between us two, and a box to send down to your Aunt Mary in Plano. Anyways, we were sorting through the clothes, and this big-ass possum emerged from the bush right over there, and it started hissing at me. Not at your daddy, but me. And I knew from that damn snarl that possum was my husband, foaming at the mouth with his hatred for me.
It's been 20 years. That possum is long dead.
When I married your grandpa, a good man that one, that damn possum attacked Harry on his first night here. It makes sense. Art was always a selfish bastard. And that's why I'm left to chase fucking possums out of the yard every day.
Why'd you never tell me about all this?
'Cause Art's a little shit and I don't want to give him the satisfaction. I can't take the anticipation. Beth, open it.
Joanne enters through the back door, lugging a hip full of laundry with her. Marie snags the envelope, hiding it under her apron.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, little mama. How are you?
What are you two doing?
Nothing.
Y'all are always up to no good.
A little bit of trouble never hurt no one.
How's the hand?
Better.
Good. I got all the blood cleaned up and finished your dad's lunch. Never came back in, so I just assumed.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
Don't apologize to me. Your dad said all the commotion made him feel real sick. All the yapping around the house is stressing him out, so he's taking a nap.
Is he doing any better?
I don't know. I really can't tell.
Where is he now?
Asleep. I gave him a bell to ring for us if he needs it. Wasn't too happy I wasn't sitting inside with him, but someone's got to do the chores around here.
I can do the laundry.
It's fine.
I just have to finish an assignment and then I can go.
You know your schoolwork is more important than some laundry.
Beth takes the laundry from Joanne. Joanne lets her. Joanne sits while Beth works.
Thank you, baby. It's nice to get some help around here every once in a while.
That girl does plenty, Joanne. Careful with your hand now.
Is the cabbage ready for use, Marie? I want to try that cabbage poultice we read about online for Arthur.
Help yourself.
What is cabbage supposed to do?
Clears the poison from the kidneys.
Dad doesn't have poison in him. He's just got kidney disease.
What do you think is causing the disease?
Years of alcohol abuse as a teenager, smoking for 10 years, a long history of kidney failure on both sides of the tree.
I got all that and I'm fine.
Not dialysis.
Just a precaution.
And I bet Dad would be too if you would just take him to the doctor.
Elizabeth, enough. I don't want to hear anything else about how much better I can take care of my husband. Your grandma and I know what we're doing. If you're concerned, you can double check us in the home remedy book.
Or Google it. Dr. Google knows everything.
Just saying, we've got real doctors for a reason.
And if you can come up with thousands of dollars to pay the medical bills, maybe then we can go to a real doctor, okay?
Okay, laundry's done. Anything else?
Bring me the mail before you go. Thank you, baby. Bills, bills, bills.
You're too hard on her.
You were tough on Arthur.
And look where that's gotten us.
You should go sit with him.
Later, I have to tend to my greens.
Convince him to drink some of that coriander tea.
Coriander?
Yeah, the soapy herb.
You mean cilantro?
Ain't it the same thing?
You're from Texas. Call it by its Texan name. Cilantro.
Okay, Marie.
You need a haircut.
Hey!
I mean, you're looking all sloppy. I don't want an unkept daughter-in-law.
When have I had time to go to the salon?
Oh, dear heavens, it's always about time with you. You gotta make the time if you want to get something done.
I'm not retired. I have to look after my husband and my kids.
Hell, so do I. You hear my son whining and moaning all the time, even when he's not sick. Let's go to the beauty parlor this weekend, just us girls.
I can't.
My treat.
It's all stones and cursing and pain in there.
He needs you to hold him, like wipe his forehead, remind him he's strong. That's what we do when the men get sick. They don't know hurt like we do.
I'd like to be held too.
And that's what your kids are for, to project all your trauma and shit onto.
Man, is the coast clear?
Stop messing, get your ass out here.
Marie hands her the Stanford letter.
Congratulations! We are pleased to offer you. You did it, baby, you did it. I knew you'd be the one. I knew it.
We have to see if they give me any money first.
Beth, I will sell my pearls and my diamond rings and my vintage Golden Girls VHS tapes as long as you can get out of this house.
Dad, not your golden girl.
Take my car, take my inheritance, it's all yours.
And in return, you can have my kidney.
What?
We gotta wait until I turn 18, but then we go down to the testing center and see if I'm a match. And then I'll give you my kidney.
I want to. I really want to. Beth, it's too much. It's yours. It's all yours.
What's this?
Stanford, wow.
Mom,
Maria, did you know about this?
Joanne, you should go check on Arthur.
What happened to community college, Beth? Getting your basic saving up money.
that can still happen.
Beth.
Where did you get the money for the application? I would have given it to you. Arthur? Marie! Mom?
What is it, baby?
Arthur! Arthur!
Talk to me. What's going on?
Oh, shit!
Beth, go get the car.
Scene 2. 3 weeks later. Beth paces the yard, fiddling with plants and water and laundry, staring at the back door.
I told you to come here and sit still.
How is he?
He's fine. He said the bed here was much more comfortable than the one he's been stuck in.
I would have helped him settle in. You know how he likes his pillows. Mom never gets it right, but I do.
He just got home. He doesn't want you to see him like that. Just give him a few days. I'll ask if he wants to see you.
Joanne enters with grocery bags.
Thought you had a meeting. Student council?
I wanted to be around when Dad got back.
Are they here?
Just got in a few minutes ago.
Shit, I told Brenda I had to leave work early. She said this wasn't important enough.
He seemed to be in a good mood. He might even be asleep. I'm sure he won't notice you were late.
A critter runs across the yard.
Grandpa Art? Is that you? You better stay out of the tomatoes. Nan was real mad when she saw you had been messing around in her greens while she was with Dad in the hospital. She said she would kill you the next time she saw you, reincarnated husband or not. Dad is doing okay, if you're wondering. They had to do some surgeries, not sure why. Doctors explained, and I took notes because Mom was crying so much and knew she would remember. But now, I don't remember. I remember they had said he had near about every infection a person could have. We hadn't taken him in when we did. Yeah, okay, enough talking to possums. I need to get some sleep.
Beth sits in the shade, tucked away in a corner. Yelling is heard inside. Joanne stumbles out, crying.
God, I know I've been asking for a lot these days, but I need you. I need your strength. This life is killing me. Please, deliver my husband from pain. Let his kindness return to his body. I know he can be good when he wants. God, I pray that I can feel peace in my home again. For Beth, at least.
Mom. Did he hurt you?
Beth, what did you know? Why would you? I dropped his dinner. He was angry and wanted something homemade. Of course he does. He's been in the hospital for weeks. His wife should have been home to make him something.
You were working. He can't work.
I hurt him by not being here. I can tell he seems so sad, maybe because he's in pain, or because he can't do what he used to, what he wants to do. But he's sad, and I don't want to make him more sad.
Mom.
I'm sorry you heard me praying. You say stuff you don't mean when you talk to God. It's just venting.
It sounded real.
Come here, your hair looks a mess.
Beth sits at Joanne's feet. She braids Beth's hair.
What do you remember about my dad?
Not much. Just that he died right after you married Dad.
My dad was a bad man. He hit my mom, my sisters, destroyed everything in his path just because he could. You have a good dad. He's a good man with a bad temper, right? Don't move your head. And he's gotten better since we first got together. 19. I was only 2 years older than you are now when I married your dad. When I gave birth to you. You don't know how lucky you are. You're gonna go to college. You're gonna marry a nice person. And I am so happy for you. I am. All because you have parents that love you. Never forget that.
I'm sorry for eavesdropping.
It's okay, baby.
Joanne finishes Beth's braid.
There, you're all good. My beautiful girl.
I can make dinner for you if you want.
No, baby, I'm okay. I'd like the distraction. I called the testing center on the way home. They said they could get you in on the Tuesday after your birthday.
Really? That's perfect. Thank you.
Of course. You sure you still want to do this?
Yeah. Unless... Do you think I should save it?
For who?
I don't know.
Save it for yourself. You're just as vulnerable as the rest of them.
I didn't even think about that.
I think it's sweet. What you're doing. You should go see Dad. He was asking about you.
Oh, okay. I will.
Mom,
It's okay, baby.
I am a bad person.
Why are you bad?
It was kind of nice when he wasn't here. I know I shouldn't feel that way about my husband, but it was nice to finally breathe.
I know, baby, I know. He's got his daddy's temper.
How did you handle Art?
Poorly. He never listened to me. I wanted to leave early into the relationship. I convinced myself to stay for the sex. Terrible, angry, incredible sex all the time. I'd get real pissed off at Art and then we'd just start going at it. Until one day I realized, you just can't moan a name like Art. After all that, the romance died. Arthur kept me there, and his sister, but mostly Arthur. I wanted to know that when he would grow up, he would be a strong man, keep him on track. And look where that's gotten us. But you're strong. You're gonna be alright. You talked to Beth?
Yes.
Well, you gonna let her go or not?
It's not my decision. Arthur keeps trying to get me to convince her to stay. Doesn't understand why she has to go all the way to California to study English.
Beth is like a little bird. This is her nest. Don't get me wrong, it's a very nice nest, but she's gotten too big for us. She can only fly so high in these four walls.
California's too far.
She ain't gone yet. Alright, enough of this sappy shit. We've had our pity party and we gotta put on our big girl panties and show these men what's what.
Yeah.
You gonna be working tomorrow morning?
No, I got the night shift.
Perfect. I need you to drive me to Dallas.
What for?
To see my sugar daddy. What do you think?
Hey!
I need to go to the hospital.
What's wrong? Are you sick?
No, calm down. You don't need to make a fuss. I just have a routine operation.
No operation with you is routine.
It's to prepare for the transplant. Something about getting the dead parts out early. My old lady insurance is insisting I get this done before we can start the process. They're going to be putting me under while it happens. I'm hoping to dream about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson while I'm under. That is a sexy man. It's important to Beth. And this is just part of the process. If I want a new kidney, so will you drive me?
Of course.
Good woman.
You think The Rock is sexy?
Of course, don't you?
Alright. You want some soup for dinner?
Sure. That sounds lovely.
Marie waits until the door is closed and sinks within herself. She holds her joints, her sides. Pain creases her face. She hobbles over to a chair and sits. Beth enters and Marie's face lights up.
What? Why does your face look like that?
I'm just proud of you, you little brat.
Okay.
Beth pulls out a journal.
What's that?
What?
What you got behind your shirt?
Nothing.
Now, I do believe Jesus says lying is a sin. Oh, I didn't know you kept a diary.
I don't.
You know, I had a diary when I was your age.
It's not.
Oh, Lord, if my mother ever found out what I wrote about those boys in high school, she would have killed me.
Man, it's just a journal for writing.
Ain't that a diary?
No, I write other stuff in it.
Oh, I see. Well, I won't read it if you don't want me to.
When I get the chance to, I like to sneak away under that tree and write.
What do you write about?
The birds, flowers, and love.
Love? What do you know about love?
I'm not dating anyone or anything like that. just think about it sometimes, that it would be nice to have someone of my own to love.
Ain't that the dream?
Did you ever have that with my grandpas?
No, I was way too much of a mother or a caretaker or whatever to have someone all for myself. But I got you. In a way, that's much better.
Man,
Yes? Come on, spit it out.
would you like to read this thing I wrote?
Of course, baby. Two squirrels fought outside my window. They screech and scratch and chase each other round and round the barrel of the tree. A persistent taxing their little frames until they are fatigued, panting at the stoop. They are simultaneously repelled and attracted to each other, building a life on the mutual foundation of destructive desire, constantly searching for something the other will never be able to offer them. Yet they are destined to chase.
What do you think?
Beth, your parents love each other very much.
You can love someone and not think very much of them.
I guess you're right. It's a choice, I think.
What do you mean?
Like the squirrels. We have to keep choosing the people we are with. Some of us just aren't making the right decisions.
Like the squirrels.
Yeah. I think you're gonna be just fine.
Wow, look at that. The sun is beautiful.
You girls have worn me out with all your introspection. Let's just watch the sun.
Okay, Nan. Whatever you want.
The sun glows on their smiling faces. Scene 3, a routine operation. Joanne sits impatiently in a waiting room. She reads magazines, crochets, and checks the time. We see her throughout the entirety of this scene. Marie enters. She stops center, huffing air from an oxygen mask. She pants, unable to catch her breath. She takes another huff of air, more panting. She slowly closes her eyes. Beth enters in all white. Marie looks up.
Beth, something's going wrong.
Hi, Nan.
I can't breathe. The air is it's just out of my reach, and I'm trying, baby. I'm trying to catch it.
It's okay.
Just go get the doctors.
I can't do that.
They won't hear me. I can hear the voices of the doctors calling out my name, and I'm just out of reach.
Marie, you have to relax. Can I tell you a story? You like my stories, right?
They can be a little long-winded, but yes, I like them.
Do you remember the day you drove us down to the coast to see the Gulf?
Our first trip away, just the two of us.
I was nervous.
I could tell.
Didn't think you liked me.
How could I not?
The whole way we sang along to Fleetwood Mac while slurping down Route 44s from Sonic.
Me, Diet Coke. You, Sprite with a dash of chocolate syrup. You loved your chocolate syrup.
Uh-huh.
It was the first time we saw the ocean.
Oh yeah,
You told me the water was so big it scared you.
it did. When we got down to the beach, I almost immediately cut my foot open on a piece of glass.
And you started crying.
Because I thought you'd be mad at me. You said, I would never be mad at you. Never.
And I used my t-shirt to bandage you up.
Anyone else would have yelled. Instead, we prayed. Dear Jesus, I pray you heal Beth and her hurt foot. Wrap her cut in a blanket of pink and fill it with your grace. Let us remember your love. In your precious holy name we pray. Amen.
Works every time.
It was just the two of us, huddled together on some crowded beach, whispering to our God. I had never felt more loved. All I have is your love. What do you have, Marie?
A long, happy life, a good man waiting for me on the other side, and another I can't wait to kick the shit out of. I'm scared.
I know.
Can you come with me?
You have to do this last part on your own. Okay?
Beth kisses Marie's cheek and exits. Marie breathes into her mask again, breath shallowing.
Dear Jesus, dear, Dear Jesus, I pray, we pray, deliver us from all harm.
Lights fall on Marie. Joanne in the waiting room. She stands, listening to the unheard news of the doctor. She crumbles. Scene 4, 1 week later. The garden, empty and lifeless. A gray sky hangs heavy over the home. Beth enters in all black. She examines the yard, ripping up the roots of the vegetables around her, massacring the garden. Joanne enters, also dressed in all black. The garden has been demolished.
Feel better?
No. Don't come near me. Don't touch me.
Beth, how could we have known?
I knew. This garden was never going to cure her. There is no nourishment in this ground. It killed her. Cilantro, cabbage, the fucking java leaf tea you poured down her throat. We all sat by while she poisoned her body with the one thing she swore would save her.
It was the anesthesia. She wasn't strong enough to come back. Don't blame me. She was a grown woman. It wasn't your responsibility to care for her.
I really want to yell at her. I want to shake her by the shoulders and swear at her until she comes to her senses. But what would that do? I can't blame her. So you're gonna have to be okay with my anger for a while, okay? Because it has nowhere else to go. And when I'm grown, I'll regret being such an asshole to you. But I'm gonna be selfish now, okay? Can you do that for me?
Okay, I'll carry that.
Joanne sits down. Beth throws dirt and smashes planters. When everything has been ruined, she goes to her mother.
I'm gonna go see Dad.
Holler if you need me.
I promise I'll clean this up.
Joanne crawls to where the garden once grew. She holds the dirt against herself. Quietly, she rises. In complete silence, Joanne cleans the garden. It takes as long as she needs. Joanne opens up the front door and yells inside.
Arthur, Beth, it's time to go.
Act 2. Scene 1. Graduation. Early June shines through the garden walls. The clothing line has been replaced with the banner reading, "Congratulations, Beth." The rusty porch table and matching chairs have been covered with cheap tablecloths. There are no new plants in the garden. Beth enters the garden through the front gate wearing a graduation cap and gown.
Mom? What's all this?
Surprise! We're throwing you a little grad party.
Why?
Because graduating is a big accomplishment. It deserves to be celebrated.
I don't want to celebrate. I told you I didn't even want to go to the ceremony.
But aren't you glad you went? Getting up there with all your friends, shaking hands with that fancy guy in the funny hat.
The superintendent?
I think I got some good photos of you. I'm gonna go show your father. Aunt Mary and the kids are gonna be here soon, so you need to set out the drinks before dinner. And clean up the porch while you're at it.
I can't believe you.
Elizabeth.
First, Dad misses my ceremony because he's too sick. Then you invite all my annoying ass cousins to the house and make me clean? Hasn't this day sucked enough?
We are doing this for you. It won't kill you to give a hand here or there.
Nan wouldn't make me clean.
I am your mother. You will do as you're told. Not all of us got the chance to graduate. So we are going to celebrate, and you're going to be happy. Understood?
Beth goes to the porch, half-heartedly cleaning it.
Grandpa Art? Are you there? You don't need to be afraid, it's just me. I want to talk to you, you stupid possum.
She slumps to the ground, defeated.
This is what it's come to. Begging a possum for attention. Okay, possum? If you are my dead grandfather, can you pass along a word to your former wife? Tell Nan I'm waiting. All I want is a sign, that's it. Doesn't have to be anything big. I just want to know if she's okay.
Beth lays on the ground. Joanne exits the house carrying a pitcher of sweet tea and some glasses.
Beth, you're ruining your gown.
Doesn't matter. Never gonna use it again.
Get off the ground and help me with these glasses.
Beth does. They work in silence.
I like the decorations. They're cute.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question? What did you mean when you said, not all of us get to graduate?
It's a privilege.
I thought you graduated high school.
I did.
I don't believe you.
Well, I got really close.
What?
Wasn't important.
Well, what happened? Did you drop out?
I don't want to discuss this.
Weren't you and Dad high school sweethearts? Is that true too?
I got pregnant.
With me?
No.
Oh. Did you, what happened?
It wasn't meant to be.
God, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Today is a happy day. We don't need to talk about it.
Okay. Are you okay?
Of course.
You don't look it.
Well, really good at pretending. Your dad liked the photos. He said I didn't get a good enough point of view with your diploma, so maybe we can recreate it for him.
I guess, if you want.
Aunt Mary's been asking me about what college you're going to. Didn't know what to tell her.
Okay.
What should we tell her when we see her?
I don't know. The truth, I guess?
That you got accepted into Stanford,
Uh-huh.
but you decided to go to community college for now.
Is that what we decided?
I thought so.
Mom, I'm going to Stanford.
I just don't think you thought this through.
They gave me a bunch of money, like too much, and then I can get loans if I need to. It'll all be okay.
What happens if there's an emergency? You're so far away.
I don't know.
How will you pay for plane tickets to come home? Will you come home?
Yes,
How often? For Christmas, birthdays? You're going to be hours and hours away. Won't you miss us?
you're being mean.
I'm being practical.
You're not going to change my mind. I am grateful for the party. I will put on a happy face and enjoy the evening. Hell, I'll even clean it all up afterwards. But I've got to go.
Car is heard pulling into the drive.
That's Mary. We are not done with this discussion. Go get your father. Mary, I'm so glad you can make it.
Scene 2. 2 months later. The garden grows. New life has been found in replaced pots and planters. The decorations are gone. Joanne kneels at the planters, tending to the youthful mint plants. A mail truck rumbles by.
Good morning, Kathy. What was that? Oh, I can't hear you over the...
The truck rumbles away.
Go check on your father.
I just asked him if he wanted anything.
Well,
He yelled at me and told me to stop nagging him.
he didn't yell. It's just his voice.
I know his voice, and it still felt like him.
You don't even know yelling.
Beth goes to the plant bed, checking out her mother's work. She rubs her nose and blood rushes out. Cursing, she grabs a towel from the line and tries to clean herself up.
Beth, what happened?
I lost a fight with a bulldog.
Do you need help?
No, it's normal. I get these all the time.
Since when?
Like 10 years ago. Usually happens when I'm at school or when I'm stressed.
I've never seen it.
Nan would always be the one that helped me when I was little.
Oh. Is it slower?
Yeah.
Oh, Beth, you used one of my nice tea towels.
Sorry.
Those were a gift from Marie. For the wedding. My mother was being such a pain that day. She kept telling me I looked fat. She didn't know I was pregnant. But Marie knew. Because she knew everything. And when my mom left the room, Marie pulled me aside and said, "You are the most beautiful bride I have ever seen. Second only to myself."
Oh, Mama, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'll treat it. It'll be okay.
I'm okay. Just go clean yourself up, okay? Soak the towel and it'll be okay. And if you were here now, you know just what to say.
The wind blows, rustling Joanne's hair. Beth re-enters, clean face.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Right. What's with the garden?
What do you mean?
I thought you were over all this home remedy stuff since, you know?
It's therapeutic. I like taking care of something, and I'm good at it. Look how good this coriander, this cilantro is growing.
That's cool. It just always seemed like Nan's thing and you were the helper.
The garden was my idea, a long time ago. Nan just had more time.
But it was her and she was this and it was her.
You don't understand.
Okay. You know, we haven't talked about her in a while.
What's there to say?
Don't you miss her?
More than you could ever know.
So let's talk about that. Maybe talking about her memories can help us feel closer to her.
I don't want to do that.
Please. For me.
No! It's too much. I can't. It's all too much.
It's not fair.
Life's not fair. You better get used to it real quick.
Dad just yelled at me and you're mad at me if my nose was bleeding and I miss Nan and you can't give me an ounce of sympathy.
Your dad didn't yell at you.
Fuck.
What's your language?
Why are you defending him? You weren't even there. He'd always screaming at somebody and now that Nan is gone, I guess it's my job to be the punching bag.
That's not funny. Your dad is a good man. You can't hate him.
I don't hate him.
He needs you. Beth, I think you should give your dad your kidney.
What?
You were already going to give it up, and he needs it. We can at least do the test and see if you're a match.
No.
No. Why not?
I'm probably gonna have kidney failure.
You said so yourself. It's a lifestyle thing, and you're healthy.
It's also genetic.
Not on my side.
I'm gonna be in California. I won't have time to recover.
I bet you can take the semester off.
And lose all my scholarships? Do you not realize what you're asking of me?
You were ready to take those risks for Nan.
This is different.
How? Nan is family, Dad is family?
Nan is dead.
That's not fair.
Life's not fair. You care more for him than you could ever care for me.
He's my
Who
husband.
treats you like shit. I'm your child.
You're his child too. And he would do anything for you. He would move mountains for you. Can't you do this one thing for him? Please. I can't lose him too.
My answer is no. I need you to respect that.
I raised you better than this. You are selfish and I am disgusted with your cruelty.
Beth sits under her tree. The wind rustles her hair. Scene 3. Repentance. Joanne sits in a confessional booth.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Never done this before. I'm actually Baptist, mixed with a little Presbyterianism. But I've always loved the idea of confession. Admitting all your wrongdoings and walking out of here like nothing has happened. Like you're clean. Father, I am really struggling. I got fired. Had to take off too much time to take care of my husband. And Walmart decided I was no longer an asset to the company. I've been begging Arthur to let me take him to the hospital. He won't do it. And it's just been the two of us for a month now. We haven't spent this much time together since Beth was born. I hate it. Should I tell you my sins now? I cheated on my algebra test in 9th grade. I lied a lot. Had sex out of wedlock. Sorry about that. And overall, I've just been really shitty. Is that a sin? Father, I'm not a very good person, am I?
Scene 4. A routine operation. Beth in her dorm room. She kneels at the edge of her bed like she is in prayer.
Nan, if you can hear me, give me a sign. I knew it.
The lights flicker. Across the garden, Joanne sits impatiently in a waiting room. She reads magazines, crochets, and makes unanswered calls on her cell phone.
Way to be cryptic, Nan. Well, I did it. I'm here. Did you know that Stanford is in the city of Stanford? It's like the school just consumed this town. I hope you know I'm still upset at you. I know it's not fair, but I am. It's gonna take a lot more than messing with the lights to make it up to me. It was supposed to be you and me till the end. That's what you promised. But what do I have now? A big, empty school and a clean slate. For the first time, I get to just be Beth. Not Arthur's girl, or Marie's grandbaby, more than Joanne's predecessor. If I can't have you, then I guess a life all of my own is pretty good too.
Beth's phone rings. She answers it.
Yes?
Beth, baby, you need to come home.
Mom?
It's your dad. We're in the hospital, and they're saying it's the worst they've seen. Come home.
Oh, okay, I'll be there as soon as I can.
Scene 5, 18 hours later. The garden is still. Beth rushes through the front gate, suitcase in tow. She drops the bag and runs to the door. Joanne meets her.
Mom, where is he?
Beth,
No, you said to come home. He's supposed to be here.
he was at the hospital when...
I'm too late.
Beth holds herself. Joanne does not comfort her.
It was peaceful. He was sleeping. I was holding his hand. He's not in any more pain, and he's with Marie now.
Why didn't you tell me
I couldn't get a hold of him.
before?
He kept saying he was gonna be okay.
And what did the doctor say?
Elizabeth.
Oh my God. He's really dead. What now?
I think we're supposed to grieve.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. He was supposed to get better. He was supposed to turn into a kind old man who was nice to us and walk me down the aisle and play with my kids and live here forever.
No.
Why aren't you crying?
I've been crying for weeks. I have no tears left. There's been a whole piece of me ripped away. Everyone is gone. Everything I built is gone. What do I have to show for the last 18 years? A widow at 37? I wish Marie were here. She'd take care of us.
I could have taken care of you. I should have. I could have done something.
Maybe. You could have given your daddy your kidney and he would have been saved.
Mom.
Or you could have both been taken from him. But maybe.
Joanne wanders around the garden.
I didn't know it was this bad.
Would no one have changed your mind?
I'd like to think so.
It's too late now.
If you're upset with me, just say it.
Joanne takes Beth's face in her hands, eventually nodding and kissing her forehead.
We need to make arrangements at the funeral.
Mom, stop.
Call your Aunt Mary, figure out how far out she is. She can drive you to drop off your daddy's clothes.
Joanne sits by the garden, mindlessly working. Marie enters, dressed in all white. She joins Joanne at the garden bed.
Hey, little mama.
Marie, hand me those shears, would you?
The tomatoes are looking good. Gonna ripen any day now. You're doing a mighty fine job.
Thank you.
You're looking rough.
What do you expect? Arthur's gone.
Yeah. You got some weeds popping up.
Marie pulls them from the ground.
Got 'em.
Have you seen him? You can take care of him now.
He can take care of himself, honey. Beth looks good.
She already looks so grown.
No, she's got a long ways to go. So, when you're feeling better, you think you'll date again?
God, Marie.
What? You're still young. You have more life left in you still.
Doesn't feel like it.
That's the thing they don't teach you about marriages, how to live once they're gone. But you are still Joanne, fully, wholly you. Maybe now more so than ever. You hear me?
Yeah.
Personally, if I were you, I'd swear off men forever.
What about Harry? You got to get married twice, why can't I?
I don't regret much in my life. Not Art or Harry or staying here my whole life. But I do wish I got to see the world through my own eyes just once. You know? You should go inside. Check on Beth. She's gonna be a mess.
She won't want to see me.
Nonsense. You're her mother.
Will you come back to visit?
I don't know. Maybe. But I wouldn't count on it.
Night falls over the garden. Marie tends to the earth, raising plants before our eyes. She moves her hand and wind sweeps through the garden. Flowers bloom, tomatoes and peppers sprout. Marie smiles. The garden has been revived. Scene 5. 12 hours later. Beth enters the yard wearing all black. She spots the blossomed garden.
Mom! Get out here!
Joanne enters, also wearing all black.
Honey, I don't have time for. Oh, what in the world?
Did you do this?
No, I mean, I've been working on it, but no.
It's beautiful.
Ah! Jesus, Beth.
Look!
Holy shit. She did it. She got art.
Grandpa Art. He's dead.
I can't believe it.
Nan finally killed him.
We gotta get him out of here.
I'll get the shovel.
He looks terrible.
Here. What should we do with him?
Bury him, I guess.
Okay.
Joanne and Beth dig a small hole.
We're gonna be late for the funeral.
He'll understand.
Will they? Sorry, I was burying the reincarnated spirit of my father-in-law. Don't worry, he's just a possum. It's just so fucking ridiculous. It is. This, everything, my whole life. Don't worry, Beth, you can laugh. It is pretty silly. Your grandpa's a possum, your grandma's a ghost, and your mom is a lunatic.
Mom, you're crazy. Which probably means I'm gonna be crazy too.
Keeps life interesting.
I'm sorry.
I am too. How's Stanford?
Oh, I love it, Mom. It's everything I could hope for.
I'm so glad, baby. Really, I am.
Are you gonna be okay when I go back?
Yeah. I think so. So, should we finish taking care of art?
Sure.
Joanne scoops the possum into the hole. They cover it with dirt.
Well, would you like to say some words?
Okay. Grandpa Art was a bad husband. An okay dad, but a great possum. May we all be so lucky as to learn from his mistakes and carry with us his weird, weird legacy.
Amen. You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
They walk off toward the car, hand in hand. The garden sways in the breeze. Light pools in the yard, illuminating all that came before. End play.